Welcome back to Milton Keynes, the place to be for bike race action. Going into this race I had one thing on my mind. I wanted to win. I'd come close before, but today I felt pretty good. So let's introduce some of the characters here. Before the race I met Matthew, who said he was just here for a hard race and would help close some breaks down if he could. He also warned me about Wasim, apparently a pure sprinter, the kind who would just hide all race and then kick at the line. I started on the front. I wanted to make each hill count, smash at each lap, make things uncomfortable early on, hopefully thin the group down a bit. It didn't really work, not early on anyway, so I decided I needed to try and sit in. This is probably the only time in the race I actually allowed myself to roll slowly to the back of the group, which is usually where I sit in races, to be honest. But I kept getting drawn back in, covering moves, pushing on the front, even when I told myself to recover. Just couldn't help myself. Here James seems to be pushing on the front. I'm like, oh, I want to be part of that. And then, lo and behold, I'm on the front again. So that seemed to continue for a bit, and now here's another section where I'm supposedly sitting in, recovering, but on this occasion they are attacking at the front, and there's a bit of a gap going, and I'm like, well, I don't want to miss that. That seems to be like three strong riders going off the front there, so I figure I need to make a move to get part of that, and maybe this is the move that's going to stick away. I mean, they seem to have got separation where I wasn't able to when I was pushing on the front, so I don't quite know what I was doing wrong, but here's me joining on to their little group and hoping that it will kind of stay away. Then I kind of get caught between two minds here. I kind of want to sit in this group here and let them do the work to pull me back, but I noticed that James has got quite a considerable gap, and he's obviously the strongest rider in the group, so I figure if I can just move across to him, then we can move away together, and that'll be great. As you can see, though, we're making very little progress, but here comes Matthew to the rescue, comes in front, says he's going to help chase back on, as he said he would at the start, and here we go. But the thing is, I think I've actually got everyone on my wheel here, so although it looks like we're sort of gloriously bridging across to the breakaway move, actually I think what we're doing is kind of bringing the groups back together, and it'll be kind of back to where we started again. Then we see a series of attacks from James, and I'm trying to cover the move each time, staying on his wheel. Kind of seems to run out of steam here at the top, and I just felt obligated to kind of go round and try and drag the group on down the hill. But every time I sort of looked round to see if the group was still there was still 5 of us. No one else was getting dropped now. We'd done the damage, but we were still sort of locked together as a group. I was starting to feel it in the legs, too many surges, too many hero pulls, and eventually when I was on the front I would just sort of try and kind of take it easy up the hill, because we weren't going to get caught by anyone else. We'd got a massive gap over the rest of the field. And here's the same pattern repeating. James going kind of hard up the hill, me glued to his wheel. I'm not going to let it go now. He looks round to sort of wave me through and see if I'll work with him, and we can both kind of keep the pressure on together. But as soon as I look round, I realise that there's absolutely no chance of us dropping anybody. So I kind of neutralised the attack again. Not sure what else I could do really. I don't know if anyone's got any ideas. But if I'd have pushed on down the hill, everyone would just be on my wheel, so I just don't think it's feasible to drop anyone now. We've only got 2 laps to go. But here comes my man Matthew. He's coming round, ready to give it the beans. It's the second from last lap. But then he's looking round, he's like, oh, what do you want to do, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I've got nothing left, because I just don't want to attack anymore. I've kind of settled for it's going to be a group of 5. We'll see what happens on the last climb. Looking round. Nope, got nothing. I don't know if he was trying to set me up to kind of push on the hill here. But again, because he's done that, I've kind of felt obligated back on the front again. But as you can see, I'm not actually attacking here. This is kind of just rolling around, waiting for the sprint. Now here we are again, the same situation, but the last lap. And I'm thinking, well, I just need to recover enough now to launch from the back. I kind of want to be right at the back of the group, but the group to stay close together, and then maybe I can sprint round at the end, or maybe over the top of the hill and then like hold it on the downhill until the finish. Once again, James has attacked from the front. everyone else is pushing hard to get back onto his wheel. I think he's got a bit of a gap, and I think actually that's the move that wins the race for him. He's gone now, we're not going to bring him back. And I'm just thinking, well, actually these four are quite close together. Maybe this is my chance to have a bit of a sprint finish. I've never competed in the sprint before. I've always kind of just rolled off the back of the group, not felt confident enough. But this just felt like it's my opportunity to actually give it a go. Don't want to lose the wheels here. I wanted to stay as close as possible, and my idea was to kind of try and slingshot round from the back. I chose to go on the left hand side, but then I noticed the cones were coming in and I was like, oh, it's too tight, so I had to brake, switch sides and sprint from the wrong position, and just managed to squeeze through into fourth. Here's the view from the line. You can see James coming through an absolutely massive gap over the rest of us. Wasim sprinting through to second, Matthew after that, and me coming in just on the line. And yeah, so that's my best result in a race so far. Fourth place, another step closer to third cat upgrade. Not the result I wanted, but a bit of progress. I'm sprinting now, I'm reading the race better. I'm pretty hungry for the next one. Thanks ever so much for watching. If you're chasing upgrades or learning the ropes like me, drop a comment, subscribe, let's get after it together. Next race, I'm going for that podium.